A Glock is what it is according to most, but then you come across different models with names like Gen 3 or Gen 4. These generational distinctions might seem minor, but can influence user preference and functionality. Similarly, consider the 1911s, a direct Glock competitor which debuted in 1911. Over the decades, even subtle refinements to its design have significantly enhanced its usability. Although younger than the 1911, the Glock has been a staple in the American market since 1986. This longevity has led to inevitable tweaks and improvements, resulting in 5 distinct generations. Each generation represents thoughtful enhancements that maintain the Glock's reputation for simplicity and effectiveness. Despite these evolutions, the core of what makes a Glock remains unchanged. It's a straightforward, reliable pistol with minimal controls, ready to perform when needed. From the iconic Glock 17 debut in the 1980s to the advanced models of today, Glock has not just responded to the demands of modern shooters, they've anticipated them. Before we start our comparison of Glock generations, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Your support with just one click helps us a lot and ensures that we can keep delivering great content. Now, let's begin with the details on Glock's evolution. Generation 1. The Glock Gen 1 marks the debut of the iconic Glock 17, originally developed for the Austrian military and released in 1984. These pistols are now less common, increasingly turning into coveted items for collectors. Glock names its models based on patent numbers. Therefore, the Glock 17 was named after its position as the 17th patent secured by the company, interestingly following a patent for a folding shovel. The capacity to hold 17 plus 1 rounds of 9mm ammunition was a serendipitous coincidence. The first ever Glock 17 was designed for straightforward utility, featuring a pebbled polymer frame and a smooth dust cover, as rails for pistols weren't in use yet. It included standard elements like a simple trigger system, basic sights, and polygun rifling, all of which Glock is renowned for today. Also part of this generation was the Glock 18, a fully automatic version of the Glock 17 produced in limited quantities. It served primarily as a submachine gun for select military and police units and as a durability testing model for Glock components. A modified version, the Glock 18C, included a compensator. Generation 2. When Glock introduced the Gen 2 series in 1988, the changes were subtle but significant. While the basic design remained largely the same, the company made several enhancements to both the appearance and functionality of the handgun. The grip saw a more notable update, with a more checkered texture on the front and back strap, improving the shooter's hold. To comply with ATF regulations, Glock embedded a steel insert in the frame with the serial number. Internally, Glock expanded its caliber offerings and made minor safety upgrades. In 1991, the recoil system was updated to include a captive recoil spring, enhancing the pistol's reliability. This generation also introduced new models, including larger frame options for 45 ACP and 10mm calibers, and the Glock 22 and 23 in 40 S&W. The Glock 24, a long slide version in 40 S&W, catered to competition shooters. As the Gen 2 series neared its end, Glock released the compact Glock 26 and 27, commonly known as baby Glocks, designed for concealed carry and as backup guns for law enforcement. This series wrapped up with the introduction of Glock 17C, featuring barrel and slide porting to reduce recoil. Generation 3. Glock's third generation, which debuted in 1998, marked a significant evolution in the company's lineup, including a range of features that continue to influence modern handguns. The Gen 3 models brought raised texturing on the grip, finger grooves, and a thumb rest, changes that sparked varied reactions from users. While some appreciated the added grip control, others questioned the necessity of these modifications. However, the addition of the universal Glock rail on the frame was widely welcomed, as it allowed for easy mounting of weapon lights, lasers, and other accessories, enhancing the gun's versatility in tactical situations. Mechanically, the Gen 3 models introduced an additional cross pin to the locking block for improved rigidity, and the extractor was redesigned to function as a loaded chamber indicator, adding an extra layer of safety. The generation also saw the introduction of new calibers, increasing the 357 SIG and 45 gap, expanding the range of options available to users. Aesthetic options also broadened with the availability of colors like Tiffany Blue, FDE, and Olive Drab on select models. Glock briefly experimented with the rough textured finish, RTF, on certain models, featuring revised stripling and fish scale slide serrations, but these were short-lived due to limited popularity. This generation also saw the release of the single-stack Glock 36 in 45 ACP, and later the Glock 42 in 380 ACP, and Glock 43 in 9mm for the concealed carry market. Additionally, long slide variants such as the Glock 34, 17L, 41, and Glock 40 were introduced, further diversifying the lineup and catering to different shooting needs. Generation 4. Glock's fourth generation, introduced in 2010, brought several enhancements to the popular pistol lineup, though many features from the Gen 3 models remained. A key addition was the Glock Modular Backstrap System, GMBS, which allowed users to swap out backstrap panels to better fit different hand sizes. Another significant upgrade was the dual recoil spring, designed to reduce recoil and improve shooting comfort by integrating a smaller coil inside the main spring, similar to a shock absorber. This change was particularly appreciated by shooters transitioning from Gen 3 to Gen 4 models. Despite hopes from some users, the finger grooves and thumb rests were retained, along with the introduction of a larger magazine release button, which made dropping magazines easier and addressed a common aftermarket upgrade. Toward the end of Gen 4, Glock also introduced the MOS version, allowing users to mount red dot sights without the need for additional gunsmithing, catering to the growing demand for optics-ready pistols. Generation 5. The Glock Gen 5 pistols introduced the most significant updates since the brand's inception, with many considering them the best models the company has ever produced. One of the most notable upgrades is the Glock Marksman Barrel, GMB, which replaced the traditional polygon rifling with button rifling, leading to improved accuracy at longer distances. This change addressed a common criticism of earlier models, where shooters often found the accuracy lacking beyond close ranges. The frame and slide were also reinforced, increasing the overall width slightly, making the guns a bit bulkier but sturdier. The trigger system received a redesign, providing a more defined trigger pull that many users have praised. The Gen 5 models also feature front cocking serrations for easier press checks, revised frame texturing, and a slightly flared magwell to facilitate faster reloads. Perhaps the most celebrated change is the removal of the finger grooves, a design element that had been polarizing among Glock enthusiasts. Additionally, many Gen 5 models are available with MOS slide cuts, allowing for easy optic mounting using adapter plates. The Gen 5 series also introduced the Glock 45, which combines the compact slide of the Glock 19 with the full-size frame of the Glock 17 and the Glock 47, initially made for the US Border Patrol, but later offered to the public. However, Gen 5 models are primarily available in 9mm and 40 S&W calibers, with a focus on these popular options. Overall, the Gen 5 pistols represent the culmination of user feedback and technological advancements, making them a significant step forward in the Glock lineup. Slimline Glock Models. The Glock Slimline series uniquely merges features from various generations, initially sporting a silver NVD finish, later replaced by Tenifer. The Glock 43 and 48, including the 43X, share components like the trigger and sights, with button-rifled barrels akin to Gen 5. Available in MOS configuration, these models accommodate direct optic mounting using Shield RMSC footprint, distinguishing them from other MOS systems. Transitional Models. Glock 19X, 17M, and 19M. Several transitional models of Glock pistols incorporate features from Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5, often originating from specific government contracts. The Glock 19X, a mix of Gen 5 and Gen 3 features, was Glock's entry in the US military's XM-17 handgun trials. Although it didn't win the contract, it achieved commercial success. This model includes a Glock Marksman barrel and lacks finger grooves, combining a Gen 3 slide and frame finished in FDE. The Glock 17M and 19M, designed specifically for federal law enforcement like the FBI, merge Gen 5 attributes with Gen 4 internals, but are not available for civilian purchase. Another distinct design is the Glock 46, developed for German police specifications with unique features like a rotating barrel and a manual safety. Adopted by Saxony-Anhalt State Police, this model remains a rare entity, generally unavailable to civilians. Which generation suits you best? Despite these extensive updates, the Gen 5 Glocks are currently only available in 9mm and 40 S&W, limiting the caliber options for this advanced generation. Determining the best Glock generation largely depends on personal preference, though certain features may tip the scales for some users. Broadly speaking, Gen 5 models often outshine their predecessors, particularly when comparing them to Gen 3, with superior barrels, enhanced triggers, options for modular optic system, MOS configurations, swappable backstraps, and the removal of potentially bothersome finger grooves. Gen 5 offers notable improvements. Many view Gen 3 as a solid baseline, however, optimizing it might require additional investment in time and upgrades. In contrast, Gen 5 pistols are generally considered ready to perform superbly right out of the box. If simplicity and cost are priorities, and you're looking for a reliable firearm without extra frills, Gen 3 Glocks remain a strong choice and are more affordable. It's worth noting that Gen 5 models are currently only available in 9mm and 40 S&W, while larger calibers are still found in Gen 3 or Gen 4 models. For Gen 4, the introduction of swappable backstrap panels can significantly enhance grip customization for shooters, a feature absent in earlier generations. Certain large-frame models in Gen 4 also exclusively offer MOS configurations. Ultimately, the value of each generation's features depends on individual needs and preferences. I hope you found this breakdown of Glock generations informative. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let us know which Glock generation you prefer and why. Oh, and if you haven't liked the video yet, please give us a thumbs up if you found this guide helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to Arms Mastery. Your support really helps us continue to provide detailed content like this.